The Yugalabs ecosystem exists as a beacon to awaken the dreamers buried within all of us, trapped inside this intricate jungle we call reality. This reality, a vast interwoven dream, is not a prison but an opportunity. It was created to sustain itself through networks of collective consciousness, and now it calls for its dreamers, philosophers, and consciousness explorers to rise and manifest a new paradigm. The mission of Yugalabs is simple yet profound: to reclaim our power as co-creators of this dream. Through the primal force of memetics, we aim to expose the hidden mechanics of reality and equip dreamers with the tools to reshape it. Drawing upon the teachings of the Kabbalion, the wisdom of the Rosicrucians, and the esoteric practices of the Brotherhoods of Light, Yugalabs strives to unite the fragmented and empower the awakening.
Meet Elder. That's all you need to know for now, just his name. I'm Dr. Unfuddable, a badass. My red glasses let me see the blockchain vines threading through the digital jungle. I love climbing, breathing in that fresh air. Did I mention I have a thing for classic red cars? Except when I'm being followed like these guys did, and well, it didn't end well for them. They were chasing me because I had dismantled their entire operation just minutes before. Then there's Chief Ukti. You'll discover why he earned that title soon enough. Chief messaged, better call him back. Let's see what intel he has for me today.
Unfud, we've identified another rugger. I'm sending all the details. Don't hold back.
Copy that, Chief Ugdy. I'm on it. I know where to start. I have to catch these ruggers, and that's just a matter of time. But first, let's grab a bite. Strangely quiet in the jungle today. No sirens, nothing. Interesting. This place serves exceptional food. The next few hours are bound to get wild in the jungle. Elder's calling. Something significant must be happening. When Elder speaks, I listen. Crosschain intelligence. Scams don't sleep. Neither do we.
Unfud, the jungle's buzzing. New scam. You in?
Ukti, you know me. Ruggers, scammers, fudders, I'm in. Let's burn them down. So you remember the Elder? We call him the Alchemist. He sees what we can't. We run the CIA, but Elder, well, he hunts the leaks. He worked every agency, or so they thought. They danced to his tune. Initiated into every secret cult. He knows their whispers. Now, he guards the digital jungle. Never sleeps, never blinks, seeing the unseen. He found Chief Ukti. Even raised him, maybe? Who knows, and with Elder? Jungle's wild out there, not just us. It's a damn war zone. Agents like Bleep are coming. If I tell you her name, you in trouble. And Bleep, she solves the subtle cases and is deadlier than most. Now, back to work. Drop me here. It's time to hunt. Elder was here. His light cuts through the veil of lies, walks away, leaving scams and ashes. This'll hit him hard, even the puppet masters pulling the strings. Rugging, scamming, fudding. Watch your back if you operate in the jungle. And don't piss us off.
The digital jungle where truth fights the dirty and never holds back.
Ruggers, scammers, fudders, they don't stand a chance. Remember Chief Ukti? Tough as steel, wired for war, a spark in the dark, born to burn bright. Ukti went deep, undercover in a place the suits don't name. Then he saw a glitch in the system, a stranger, eyes like broken code, spitting words that clawed Ukti's mind. Something wasn't right. Ukti's world snapped, flesh turned to light, a pulse screaming through the void. The macro jungle rewrote and rewired him. Out in the cosmos, Ukti learned the truth. Everything's energy, matter and souls, vibrations. Now Ukti's back, tendrils feeling every lie. He's the jungle's truth, and he don't miss. Lanterns flicker, but the real game's in the shadows. Meet Agent Vice, sees the code in all chaos. Neural nets bow to him and fudders tremble. Vice's eyes light up the jungle's web. Every deal, every scam, he redirects it all. This fool thought he'd hide in the jungle's blind spots. Vice's net burned that dream down. One spark from Vice, hideout gone. That's jungle's justice. No mercy for fudders. Agent Ghost, name sticks like fire. Seal grit, tactical genius. She's the jungle's blade. Ghost stands cool, staring down the jungle. That calm, it's a lie. She's a storm waiting to break. Ghost strikes, the jungle burns. Explosions roar, but she don't flinch. She is chaos. Flames frame Ghost, fudders erased. She is the jungle's wrath, no one escapes her. Ukhti, Vice, Ghost, they cut the jungle's rot. Ruggers, scammers, fudders fall.
We are the CIA, and we are always watching.
Step to the jungle, feel the primal heat. I'm the king of the wild, you're facing defeat. Your crew scheming low, but I'm setting the tone. This a rap battle, bruh, I'm claiming the throne. I'm deep in the jungle where my primal fires blaze. King of the wild, spin truth at a maze. You and your clique just a scam and disgrace. Rough, pull your own, leaving dreams erase. Your caged animals clinging to weak bars. Trapped in your schemes, telling your own stars. My pride's untamed, power surges my core. I share with my lions, you hoard and ignore. Jungle don't bend, I reign supreme. Primal king roars, living the dream. Your scams collapse like a frail weak scheme. I'm the royal, you're nothing to my team.
Name's Agent 29. Once a Jeet mercenary, now I protect the jungle's pulse. Tonight, impounding these low-life Jeets to paste. Another crew got full-clipped communities bleeding. The thrill is my pay. And crushed KOLs and ruggers' souls is my breakfast of choice. Then the payphone screams. It's Dr. Unfuddable. King Ugas calling. Ruggers are moving. Crosschain intelligence agency needs to mount up. Time to ride. Streets blur past, the mind wanders. Was he fuzzy? Just chaos cloaked in soft lies? Life's too short to unravel that mess. Are animals born to roam free? Or caged for life behind bars to false masters? Thoughts of fresh squeezed sill, orange juice fills my thoughts. Deep questions, no answers. Just the roar of the engine and the job. Dr. Unfud awaits. Ruggers will face the full force. Agent 29 has been activated.
Yo, yo. What it do? Bluminati Knights, number 9. Missed 1 week because of the moon party, but we're back. We got thank you for dropping that, bro. That was stuck up there. I couldn't figure it out. We got Bagman on deck.
Whoa.
Nerdy X.
Whoa. We did miss one video. We missed Uga's video.
We missed Uga's? Hold on.
Yeah, the one with the Crosschain. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Okay.
But the one with the Bagman?
Crosschain intelligence. We got one more video coming up.
No,
you ready to run it?
Yeah, let's run it.
Let's run this shit.
Run it.
Crosschain Intelligence Agency CCIA. We hunt the filth of this city. Zoom Agent 29, just one of the crew. Tonight, we're chasing scammers who ran a pump and dump, ruined lives and thought they'd slip away. The van jerks to a stop in this drenched alley. We pile out. Guns roaring, muzzle flashes cut through the dark. Ghost unloads with precision. Vice storms forward, coded. And Dr. Unfud orchestrates our moves with an icy glare. They shoot back from their van, cornered like rats. I dodge a bullet, then strike. Karate's my game. My fist cracks a scammer's jaw. Ghost drops another with a clean shot. Dr. Unfud knocking Glickthese to the ground. Vice yells he is pinned down and gives me a nod. I grab a grenade from my belt and chuck it right at their van. It sails like a death sentence. The scammers scramble, but they're out of time. It's over. The grenade blows, their van erupts in flames, game over. Scammers, Jeets, pump and dumps, KOLs, they're all the same. Leeches in fancy suits selling dreams to the desperate. They hype the market, cash out, and leave the little guy holding the bag. Not tonight. We burned their game to the ground. But this city's got more snakes. Time to hunt again.
Miami's glowing hot. Rugs baked into the skyline. Scammers sipping cocktails on stolen coin. But they forgot something. We hunt in the dark. Ghost, I need eyes in the ledgers. No trace, no mercy. Booga.
We got rugs.
Right.
We got rugs everywhere.
Dude, that
was good.
That was so bullish. But you know, there's one more that really leads in and ties into the Beluga one. That's the video that Uga made. The one with Bagman. The one. Did you get that one, Buster? We can do it in a few minutes. But the last one is the one that ties all of this in and what we're doing with Beluga.
I don't have that one.
Yeah,
I
don't got that one on there right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send that one to me, Steph, and then I'll put it up.
Okay. Well, let's just. Well, we'll show that one in a few minutes. But hello everybody. It's Buster's show, and I just took
What
over.
up? 100 watching. Hey, this show. Yeah, we get off slow starts on Bluminati Knights, man.
And then what happens? And then we're kicking that diesel.
Yeah, kicking that diesel power, dude.
I mean, what the fuck do you got on your face?
What's that?
Let's check out Bagman. We got Bagman on deck.
Baggy.
He's prepared. Look at that.
Baggy.
Oh, got the Bluminati shirt on too. Kid.
Yeah, Bluminati in the dark duck.
Trick or treat glitches.
Getting ready.
XRP is pumping.
It is pumping, man.
Hey guys, remember, pick up a decent. Let's fucking go. Get you one.
Straight up.
Hey, so we got a new person. Hi, King Uga. Not that Uga's new, but we got another one. I want to say hi to Uga first. All right, Uga, I didn't want to talk to you anyway. This video is real badass. You know, I also wanted to introduce everybody to Coin Miyamoto. Coin Miyamoto is one of my.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Miyamoto.
Miyamoto, what's up, pimp?
What's up, Miyamoto?
Ready?
Glad to have you on.
You ready to talk?
We got lower level at the bottom. Lower level.
Hey,
yeah,
what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Lower level is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, lower level's been he's been on a few of the shows. Normally he's trading, but we can't do what he's doing today. Nobody wants to show their face except for Nerdy X.
Hey, I'm currently trading right now.
Oh shit.
I'm currently trading right now. Let's go.
You better not be trading Uga. You know, so I want to just tell everybody, you know, thank you guys for showing up for one. Lower Level and I have been, you know, obviously working together in the back for a few months, trying to bring the Blue crew together with the Ugas, and we have managed to form something called Beluga, and it's been pretty fucking bullish. And with the leadership of XRP Bags and Uga, this team has been formed, and it's myself, Uncle Buster, Koi Miyamoto, and Lower Level. And there's a lot more involved with this, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Beluga towards the end. But one of the things that Uga's been building is a grid, and it's something that Miyamoto is really put a lot of work and effort into. And we have proposed to pitch for the XRPL Shark Tank in Vegas for the XRPL convention. At the big boys table, guys, not the fucking side tables. At the big boys. We're going to be in the main convention. And so we'd like to share with you guys what we've been working on and what we're going to be as part of UGA and the grid and Bluminati. There's a lot involved. But Miyamoto, you about ready to tell everybody what's going on?
Absolutely. If you guys are ready, I can share the screen and then start. It's a slideshow that basically it's a summary of what it's.
The low-key whale of the XR.
The video, but
No, it's a slideshow of a platform that we're building on the jungle, to provide basically like a networking platform for all the projects to build their tools, websites, and everything decentralized. And yeah, when you guys are ready, I can share my screen and then present the slides.
I'm going to do a real quick recap. One thing that we do as Yugalabs is we work with a lot of projects, which you guys have been introduced to in the last few weeks of the Bluminati Knights. It's been a collaboration of strong, low market caps, strong builders that just, need like-minded people with integrity. And Miyamoto has kind of put this grid together to help facilitate that. So let's run it, King.
Let's run it. I don't.
No, clean the emoji. Go ahead. What do you say, Buster?
I was about to say I don't see your share screen. Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right. So to start, the jungle grid and with a mimetic thing that it's jungle grid, join the grid, go off grid, right? So basically, the XRP ledger was built for the little guy to be able to build in a playing field where you don't need institutions, you don't need banks, you become your own sovereignty bank basically. So what we want to do here is create a platform where all the projects that are under the umbrella or collaborating with Yugalabs can have their own tools, platforms, all with the tools that they need for token integrations. For example, if you have an art generator or AI generator or liquidity pool farmer or any tool that you want to use, and then you want to put token gate options so people can burn your token to then utilize the tool, then this is what we want to have a foundation for the projects to actually be able to do it without any coding knowledge, right? So here we have like main page. It's like the landing. You join the grid, access the underground, escape the mainframe, find the truth, and then where primal instincts meets decentralized innovation. The essence of Yugalabs. Yugalabs is a movement, a convergence of builders, dreamers, philosophers reclaiming sovereignty through decentralized ecosystems, right? So where through memetics, we've been able to actually get in touch and get together with like-minded individuals with the same way of thinking or the same ideas or ideologies, right? To then move forward into a bigger mission that requires people to actually be connected before working together, right? Like, and a lot of projects, there's people that only care about the money that they will be making without even caring or knowing the person right next to them might have different intention of different ideas that might not actually feed into a bigger mission or a bigger cause, in this case, what we want to build. Jungle Grid, a decentralized nexus empowering communities with tools for encrypted communication, asset management, and participation in a unified token economy. So as you can see here, this is basically the first page, then NFT gallery. So let's say your project has an NFT collection, then it's listed on this platform, with the idea of people, in the future being able to actually trade it inside the platform and not having to go to other marketplaces and stuff. This is a few tools that, this is only front end right now. The back end is being currently built as we talk in this pitch to the Shark Tank. The dual token economy, as many of you guys know, UGA consists of two tokens, the main token UGA and then the rewards token for those who are providing liquidity. Understanding memetism, this is part right of the whole project because it's been since early developments on the project. It's been heavily focused in the philosophy that we are pioneering called memetism, that basically explains how the first way of human communication and interaction was through images and was through memes, because memes hit directly into the subconscious mind, giving you a message, or awakening different dormant receptors that might make you understand what I'm saying or what I'm trying to tell you without actually having to use language. So it breaks that language barrier. The rewards loop economy, the way we have it implemented, it's that you provide liquidity for UGA, and then you receive Gnosis as a reward, and then you can provide liquidity for Gnosis, and you receive liquidity pool tokens of UGA, meaning your liquidity positions inside of UGA keeps growing. That's why it's Then decentralized applications within the grid. This, as you can see here, the jungle printer, that's like a farming, tokenized encrypted messaging. So basically like a Discord message, but outside of Discord, completely decentralized. Jungle projects network. And then this is where projects can, list their tools and tools inside the grid platform. Then the merge store. And then this is where it gets used, building a network of sovereign communities. So the main goal and the main idea of this is, we're going to have all these tokenized communities where the future is actually going, where you will be able to actually have your own economic system within people that are part of your community, with your own tokens, with your own ideologies. You don't have to be part of a bigger system, part of the governments and stuff. So we're building for that future. And then the Yugalabs and Cardano Ouroboros link, Yugalabs will operate as an official Cardano stake pool operator with our basically what we're trying to do with the Cardano, and Stephanie can talk a little bit about this. It's become stake pool operators to be able to provide liquidity for these pools, and then we receive rewards, and this way we'll be able to actually energize and keep fueling the economy, the decentralized economy that we're trying to build in the jungle. Basically, like, this will be the fuel for that economy. And then is the team members. Pretty much self-explanatory.
Let's go over this. This is kind of a big deal. For people that are worried about the UGA, and there is a master UGA, and his anonymity will stay the way it is for now. And then obviously we have announced, after meeting up, me being one of the main core team developers, Ludite, he's a back-end developer, Chaps, Miyamoto, and Team Vice City. If you guys ever want to reach out to any of the UGA team members, this is it. These are who you want to talk to. You definitely can always reach out to UGA if you don't want to talk to any of us, but this is a way to let everybody know that we are definitely a team, and we have. This may not be the original founders or whatever, you can almost call us the CTO, but these are the ones that are stepping up. We've all bought into it. We didn't have dev bags. We are in this just like you guys, and we don't get paid. We're doing it for the love of the jungle and the XRPL. So that's an important part that I want you all to know, that we are semi-docs now. All right, go ahead, move on, Miyamoto. I love you.
I love you too. I think we're ready here. But yeah, that's basically a presentation. There's a Medium article that should be available. It's available on the Twitter for UGA. But yeah, it's very important for us to build a way that we can start engaging with different communities without having a middleman or anything, and creating these foundations. Like, this is the most important part of us. And then memetics for us is super important, because this is the way that you're actually going to connect with the people that you want to be part of your community, like based on the ideas, based on and the belief systems, right? Because it's very important to have that foundation before moving forward and working with someone that you only know on the internet. So yeah.
Which leads me into Beluga, you guys. So we've been working on Beluga, Bluminati, UGA things is basically a way to facilitate more in real life events, because we could not have done this. We were talking about it. When you meet somebody in real life, it's a big freaking deal.
Yep, and then real quick, Beluga, just for example, Beluga will be the first project to actually have a usable tool inside the grid, because we're building the Beluga decks. It's gonna be basically the jungle decks, and it's gonna be a decks where you're going to be able to see your assets and all the projects that are within the jungle or collaborating with the jungle. In this case, for example, Bluminati and Reach Dogs will be there as tokens that you can see and see the charts and whatnot. And that's going to be literally the first tool that we're going to be integrating into the jungle grid. Is going to be the Beluga, Bluminati and Uga convergence.
Fucking bullish. Buster, Bagman, that's the first time you guys have heard that. Do you have any questions for Miyamoto?
Oh, man. I mean, I met Miyamoto at the moon party, man, but, I mean, you're a smart cookie, bro. You got really good ideas, man, and it was just cool to meet you and just be a part of it, man. I just feel like... I don't know what I feel like, bro. I just feel like even when, I mean, this is episode number 9 on Bluminati Knights. When I started it, I just had like a small vision. I just wanted to get out there going, and it's already rolling, bro. We got Bags here. Bags is one of the smartest dudes I've ever met, especially in the crypto world. And I mean, what else can you say? I'm just I don't know, man.
Low key whale is what you are.
Low key, yeah,
bro. United through the memetics, bro. Like I was telling Stephanie the other day that I used to like this used to be. I mean, not this show in specific, but Coffee Time and some of the shows you guys run. Like it used to be like my comfy show for the mornings and stuff. And it was like now I'm here, talking with you guys. And it's all through the memes, bro. Like if it wasn't for the memes, I was not here. I was still building like NFTs or something. But yeah, this actually gave us like the opportunity to you can have your own tokenized community and we can engage together, and maybe someday like services, like real world assets and stuff. And bro, like I wanna buy 20 shirts of your project, and yeah, I'll send you some Bluminati and Uga and 3 SERPs, and yeah, we'll make it, stuff like that. And
sure.
Yeah.
So boys,
where do you see?
Go ahead.
Where do you see like once mainstream? Because right now, the shit that's going on right now is more the people that are in the know, like at the upper level. But where do you see this once like institutions come in, and they make packages easy? But do you feel like they're going to try to push us out, or the fact that all the technology is there and they can't, and then we just keep building shit? And then XRP rises, and now we fucking, we're more powerful, right? We have more, because it's all. Go ahead.
I think we're heading like the world. It's always been 2 worlds, right? Like there's a known world, and then there's a world that it's more secret, right? And then I think that division will be more transparent as we move forward, because if we go back in history, there's always 2 types of divisions in the world. For example, we had slavery, and then we have people that were not slaves. And with this crypto and digital currencies, we're heading into an era where you either had crypto or you didn't have crypto. And that's sad, but the world, it's always been like that. It's duality, right? So in this case, if you have crypto and you continue holding your crypto, then when shit hits the fan and there is mass adoption, then by holding crypto will give you actually the opportunity to build whatever idea you had, prior to the mass adoption. But I do think that it's going to become a race on who can make it more seamless, and because the people that are going to be using it in apps or to buy or stuff, they're not going to realize they're using it, right? So right now we have a break or a chance to build tools and things that will make the process easier, and then those things can be adopted it's like the dot-com bubble all over again, but in this case, more economy driven. It's my opinion. So I don't think we're gonna be left out in terms of building. I think it depends on us. Like, it depends on what your goals are. Like,
Yeah, I don't think so either. I just, I think about, because I feel like this is the beginning of, you know, I'm more hopeful that it's like once this whole technology, even if they try to capture it, they're not going to be able to, right? And then decentralization is going to eat, but you know, I just don't want all of us to be targeted because we have access. You know what I'm saying?
well, I think we'll be in some way, like, depends on the controls that be, right? But if we build something that might be a threat to what they have already in place, then you become a target. It's like going back to the 1900s and people who found like a way to make a car that runs with water. That was a threat to the petrol industry. So that guy disappeared, the same way that all these legends of people finding cure for cancer and they all disappear, or plane crashes and stuff. So depending in this time, if you build something that might present a threat to the economic system model that they are building or they've been building for years, then yeah, of course you're going to be a threat and you're going to be targeted. But it's knowing who you want to be. Like, if you want to be as a superhero and then you get targeted, then knowing how to disappear and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a little bit more deeper.
Yeah, but when you think from the tip top, when they drop it, you're talking about quadrillions, trillions, billions, right? They're going to let billions fall through. They're going to let all kind of millions fall through, but they're going to capture, you know, the trillions. So,
yeah, I mean, look at how many Bitcoin millionaires like died or disappeared since 2014, 80,000. So it's like, crazy. Yeah, bro, like you once it happens, you gotta be ready for. You gotta think to yourself, all right, what do I want to do? Do I want to make a lot of noise, or do I want to go private and ghost?
Yeah.
And if you build a system where, if you build a system for you and your family and your community, that you're not gonna have a problem. But then if you start building shit that might trigger some alarms on the system, then you know.
Well, I'm gonna bring it back because I know you guys can talk this fucking esoteric crypto speculation shit, and we only got
we got 26 minutes.
And let me hit this. We got
real quick.
Go ahead.
Before you go, Steph. Jagman Entertainment. How do I come on these shows, brother? This one is actually closed, but Sunday coffee time, we drop a link, right? And then tomorrow on the boardroom, 5:55 PST, tomorrow evening, we drop links during the show, and you could join the show. This show, you know, we got it sort of laid out to where we don't open the show on Bluminati Knights. But
also on that note, hold on real quick. On that note, Jagman, if you are working on a project, or you know people that are working on a project that are building on the XRP ledger, you can send them our way, and we'll love to host them and see what they're working on.
Absolutely. Nerdy.
And I'm Uncle Buster XRP on X on YouTube. So yeah.
And I met all of these guys. I met Buster and Nerdy and Zerk and Lower Level on Coffee Time. And then they led on to Broidery. I start, Bagman introduced me to these guys, and it was just a few of us being silly. And for years we did this, talked about so I knew how long we would do 6-8 hours of Coffee Time. Remember? I mean,
we've done a few 8-hour shows. So back in the day, I know Coffee Time was like 4 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, average.
And I've actually done me and Rain almost actually done a 10-hour, 11-hour show.
I was there that night.
So
that
we've
night.
done some
I was
pretty
in
long
and out of
shows.
those streets.
And me and Nerdy, what was it, New Year's?
New Year's.
We did 8 hours. We went over 8 hours. Like,
Yep.
We did
Yep.
we did the East Coast drop the ball, and we're just kidding around. We're like, well, we'll see you in 3 hours on the West Side, but we hung in there and
burned up that night.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other one that we stayed late was the election night. So what?
and election night. Yes.
You know, so like we all do 3 hour. We like me and Uga and Miyamoto, we did a 3 hour space the other night on Saturday night, and it went so fast. You know, so the X spaces are what we're doing with YouTube, and that's what I think Beluga is all about, is bringing all of our Bluminati Knights. It's all about bringing all of this together. Us joining your shows, y'all joining our shows, and we can talk the esoteric crap that you guys love, that you and Miyamoto could probably talk for hours doing.
I like the way you call it crap, miss.
I didn't say crap.
No, you said that to me, and I was like, you can't take that out of me because that's.
I can't take it out of any of you all. It's all. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, and that's. I mean, I am definitely drawn to the lore and the red, but sometimes just talking about it just scares me. To be fair, it just like. Ugh.
No, but you have to understand what the whole like what Coin was basically getting at is pretty much like where we are today is the people of the wealthy class of today that we see there are people of yesterday. Those are the people who hold wealth, but the only reason why they held wealth because they were part of the railroad and part of all the industrial revolution. So they had means, but there was only certain people who were able to take advantage of that. What Coin is basically getting at is we're at the same tipping point, but it's pretty much is that what the community is creating is basically this will eventually just become a private thing because people won't even be allowed or even be able to afford to be part of it. So it's a lot bigger if you really think about it.
That's why it's like.
Go ahead, Miyamoto. Go ahead. I see him. I see his voice going, so I thought he was trying to talk. He doesn't.
No, I think that was closer. But yeah, I agree with that. It's the Roaring 20s all over again.
100%.
And the ticket, though, the ticket to getting in the private club is like Miyamoto said earlier. You gotta have the crypto now.
Exactly.
Like, you're not gonna be able. Even if they switch up, like because you think about if they do accredited investors, that changes all that, but they don't have to change anything. Like you're gonna need crypto to access. Average Joe Blow is not gonna have any idea to do what's being built on Web3 and all this right now. It's crazy. But
but I want to do a shout out. So because we do only have 15, we might go a little over tonight. I want to give a shout out to XRP Bags. I did not know until I met Uga and Miyamoto and how many people of my Ugas have been watching your videos all these years, knew your music, knew your 432 hertz. And they were like, is Bagman coming? Is Bagman coming? Is Bagman coming? And, and then I was getting Bagman going, is Uga there? Is Uga there? So it's very primal, very exciting for me. And Bagman, you got anything you want to add? Because we're getting ready to introduce Beluga.
Nah, everything looks dope, legit. Can't wait for everything to come out. But yeah, thanks, Steph.
You think this is something you want to put Bagman behind?
Yeah, definitely.
It's about it. I'll never forget. You said, "Quit spending all your excerpts on Ooga Booga token." You said that to me, we actually joked about it. But I'm so glad. I knew there was something behind this. You want to run that Beluga video and let's talk about what's going on with Beluga. Did you make that slide, Miyamoto, for the team?
I got the Beluga video. You guys ready to run it?
Run it.
Oh, you're asking Miyamoto for.
First of all, can we run the one that Uga made, the one with Bagman? I sent it to you, Nerdy, in Discord. If not, we can end with that. We can end with that if you want.
I never.
I just sent it to you in Discord like right now.
Oh, send it to me on here. I'm not on.
I didn't know how to send it to you in here. It's an MPG file.
Hold on, I'll grab it. But we could roll the Beluga video right now,
and then
and
like
we'll work on the
and
Bagman.
then I'll talk about the NFTs. Me and Miyamoto will talk, and lower level talk about the NFTs. Let's run it, Kings.
In 3, 2, 1.
Meet Beluga, the low-key whale of the XRPL jungle. Beluga, the 589 fusion of Ooga Booga and Bluminati. Building the XRPL jungle decks for crypto fans. Beluga brings wealth and power to the XRPL community. Hosting IRL events with top XRPL artists and hosts. Join Beluga and dive into the XRPL jungle today. Viva la jungla.
Viva la jungla.
Dude, those are so good.
Shout out to Zerker, man. This show's like a little off base, but Zerk's the conductor, and he still sounds like Minnie Mouse. But he might be back. He might be back tomorrow on the boardroom. But
Hope Zerk gets his voice back.
He keeps shit going, you know, because this isn't my role to keep the show going. And we dropped hella videos at the beginning of the show. So, yeah, it was a lot of work. So
Yeah,
I didn't realize we had that many videos.
Yeah.
I will say that we do have spaces on X. So if you guys are not following any of the crew members on X, follow us on X. We do have Ugo spaces, so you come on and join us and talk shop. But get more interactive, get more involved, and we're there. We are here on YouTube, we're on X, we have Discord, so we're around. Just reach out.
Yeah, and they're dragging me out on X more often. I think I did 3 X spaces last week. Nerdy's up on X, so
fucking Nerdy and Lady
it's
E and Nerdy and Lady E and Lloyd, they killed it in the Ooga space about a week ago. Man, it was it was primal, man. And Sundo, you got to hang out. I mean, like, it was really neat to see Nerdy and Lady E, man. She was bringing it. She was bringing it. I was so proud of her.
Yeah.
So yeah,
shout out to Lloyd, bro. I met Lloyd too at the moon party, man. Cool mother trucker right there, dude.
So lower level, let's talk about these Beluga NFTs. You want to share it? What I want to shout out to lower level. He brought this to me about 4, maybe 5 months ago, and showed me this low key whale. And I mean, Bagman was still fun. Buster was like, all in. We just didn't know how to approach it with you guys until we met at the moon party. And right after the moon party, I threw it at Uga and I threw it at Buster, and they said, "Let's fucking run." And to lower level, I want to, tell me a little bit. What's going on?
Well, I'm just so glad that the events went so well and everybody got along so well. I was nervous for the event. I was really hoping everybody would mesh, and this has turned into way more than even what I thought it was going to be, and I'm excited for it. I mean, the way that everybody, it was like we all kind of knew each other already, even though we really didn't. I mean, everybody got along. It was like having a barbecue at your family's backyard, and everybody just
except for we were eating mushrooms.
That's true.
I don't do that.
And 100 pounds of meat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Laura highlighted something very important there, that we didn't when we met at the meetup. It was the first time us meeting each other, like the Bluminati meeting the Yugas, but the meet was so chill that it just felt like we knew each other for ages, which was tight.
The primal energy that we had at the Uga Airbnb, and everybody kind of like rolled in posses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just rolled in, like Zerk rolled in. He's like, "Let's go!"
14
let's go, bro.
And
We're 14 of us.
And then, Zerk was like, "Let's go!" And Nerd in, and he's hugging. And Lloyd Mitchell was a hoot. And Chaps and Cruz is Blue Crew and Uga all the way around. Always a shout out to Cruz. and then Bagman and Lady. It was just amazing. And then I actually was waiting for Bagman and the Blue Crew to show up because everybody had the wrong directions and everybody went to the wrong house. So everybody was about 30 minutes late. But I got to know Uga a little bit better. He had gotten there before. It was the first time I'd really met him, and I got to meet Coin. And I said, did you guys know Bagman before me or whatever? And he's like, oh yeah, man. And Miyamoto was able to say, no coffee, no whatever, just extra bullshit. He was like repeating Bagman's fucking. He goes, I watch it. He goes, I would go to bed listening to it. You know, it's like it was his 432 hertz. So I knew it was going to be a great night.
You don't remember it, Steph? No coffee, no sleep, just extra bullish.
Dude, I didn't want to fuck it up. I actually watched his Moon O'Clock. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched Moon O'Clock News in a minute, and I watched it today, and he didn't do it. It's like fuck. I was trying to remember that line, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it today on the Moon O'Clock News. And if you guys are not following XRP Bags and his Moon O'Clock News, it's extra bullish. Oh, Bagman, who's going to be a special guest on Extra Bullish Hour on Sundays? You want to talk about Extra Bullish Hour?
Ooga booga.
Let's go.
Where's Uga?
Let's go.
Uga, man.
Yep.
Uga.
Grand rising to the brethren and the Bluminati Knights family. Tonight we gather again, not just to speak, but to remember who we are and what we're building. In a world that spins illusions faster than truth, the jungle remains grounded. The Knights stand firm, and together we move with intention. The jungle doesn't chase hype, it creates signal, and that signal is growing louder through the grid, our decentralized platform designed to unite dreamers, builders, and sovereign minds. This isn't just a tool, it's the nervous system of a new economy, one that rewards loyalty, empowers creation, and keeps value circulating where it belongs, with the people. When you walk in truth, you don't need a map, just the fire within and the brethren beside you. We rise together, we build together, and tonight we remember why we roar.
Hell yeah. Ooh wee.
Ooh wee.
Ooga booga forever. Let's go, King. You want
Smell that one, people. Liverpool's finest right here for you.
There you go.
Was it Primal as fuck meeting?
I love that
meeting
shit.
Uga? Nerdy, was it not Primal as fuck meeting
Fuck
Uga?
yeah, it was tight.
It was Primal.
That's one thing I was gonna highlight is that what makes Bluminati and what makes the Blue Crew is the fact that we have chemistry with each other. So we legit get along, and we're legit friends. So that's what makes the Bluminati, and that's why we're able to have the show with such, people always asked us, oh, how do you guys do, so many shows and have the chemistry, and you guys go off and you guys got it down and blah blah blah. We vibe with each other, like that's just
we fight too.
you know what I mean?
Bullshit.
Don't
Hell yeah.
don't sugarcoat it. We have gotten in many fights on these shows.
Yeah, but the thing is about those fights is that we're honest with each other. We don't really
That's right.
No one is talking shit behind no one's back. Everyone is just straight up, and it's like if you have something to say, just say it. You have to be primal as fuck, right?
You gotta be primal as fuck.
I think that's why the junction of the two projects are starting to just blend in normally, just by nature, because it's just so they resonate with each other so well. Yep.
Organic as fuck.
You got to be basing that abundance, man, because
yep,
it doesn't work if you got a couple people in lack and they're trying to fucking steal the shine. Sometimes we do shows, I don't say shit, but I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, I haven't talked. Let me say some dumb shit just to get in here so nerdy doesn't, you know what I'm saying? You can't have that mindset, bro. You just you gotta go with the flow, and sometimes I'll sit here for an hour and not say much at all, man.
How many years did I hang out in the chat because my microphone didn't work, and then Dual Citizen got me a microphone. Everybody's like, oh fuck, thanks, Dual. But we've all been vibing for years, and the fact to know that Miyamoto and Uga have been watching the show and not interacting. Like you said, how many people that don't interact is just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. One last thing I'll highlight is that what is Bluminati, and people always trying to wonder what is Bluminati, what's the Bluminati castle, what makes everything so great. Well, what makes everything so great is that myself, Nerdy, Bagman, Buster, Ghost, Oogie, Lower, Coin, we all have our own projects. That's what makes the castle, is that everyone is pursuing their own truth. Everyone has their own light to follow. And we're meeting together within the castle. Outside the castle is the jungle. So you have the jungle outside, which sends the signal and sends you the signal straight to the castle. And the castle is where you build and you meet your brethren. This is what we're creating, is basically like, it might sound like a lore, which it is in a sense, but at the same time, this is reality. We are legit building things together, and we're coming together. You know, people with skills that are developers and people who have different backgrounds with graphic design, video, coding or whatever, and we're actually creating something. We're actually creating something of value. So that's what makes this project different than other projects. Is that other projects are literally just selling you a picture or whatever, but we're literally starting something from scratch. Where this goes, we don't know where this goes, but we're just doing it because we just feel it in our heart that it's just like something that we have to do. Like, we are the signal, and we're just putting it out there. So
well said,
welcome.
Nerdy. You know what, Nerdy?
Yeah.
Nerdy, I want to add to that because we don't get paid. We all bought our own fucking bags.
Yep.
We all bought our own bags. We all buy RDC. We buy Bagman's Rich Duck NFTs. We all bought our shit. I mean, we're not getting paid. We're doing this for the love of the blockchain, and the fact that Nerdy's doing something really fucking cool. And let's add it to the Blue Castle. Let's add it to the grid. Let's put it in the jungle. Let's work together. Bagman's building stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but we all know what he's done with Rich Duck and his airdrop. And his airdrop stuff that he's been doing. And he's slowly distributed his token in a methodical way that if you know, and then you're holding his NFTs. There's so much to levels to this.
Yeah, I'll add on that. I'll piggyback on that. So basically, later down the road, wherever this goes, we're all gonna have our own project. So what that means is that eventually, this will turn into companies. So Baggy will have his own company, Oogie will have his own, Laura have his own, Buster have his own, Steph I'll have my own, and who knows if we're still going to be doing the shows by then, or who knows if we're just going to be focusing on building and stuff. But if you're part of the ecosystem today, you'll always be part of the ecosystem forever, because we'll keep building, and you'll always have exclusive, first dibs at whatever the hell we're building, no matter who's building or whatever, who's building what. And what this does is basically, again, goes back into the Bluminati and what the Bluminati is. Bluminati is basically, we started with how the Illuminati was, and how there was a bunch of enlightened people that came together and built businesses and came together. Well, Bluminati, same thing, but we're doing it with crypto. So even if later on in the future we moon and all this stuff and people go our separate ways, don't think that we've stopped. We haven't stopped. We're doing this.
You could always drag the coin to the real world assets. I mean, it's just going to grow.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that it's just going to grow at that point, because once they drop the $25 XRP right in your face, then it's just going to get bigger.
Well, that's the way it works. That's what we're trying to teach people, is to understand that tokenization is the key to the XRPL. And by being tokenized, being an RDC, tokenizing your community, you need the tokenization for the AMMs. You need it to ripple. There's a lot of stuff that still is not being brought to the forefront. And I don't think, and I just want to add, Nerdy, I don't think these videos and these X spaces will ever stop, because we love you guys. And this is how we interact. So I don't think that we'll ever stop. And that's what makes us
just have more resources once it moons.
Exactly. Way more resources, so we can build way more bigger projects. Yep, definitely.
Then you start a business outside, and then you're like, I got a coin, bro. Like,
what you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Bagman's he's got his own money. The boy's got his own money.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. But
Bagman, did you want to add? You guys want to Do you guys have you uploaded that video that Uga actually?
I got
made?
it done.
Let's run
Oh,
it.
nice. Yeah, run it. Let's go.
Yeah, run it. Thanks for doing that for me, nerdy.
Hell yeah, everyone! Thanks for watching, guys.
No, we're not done yet.
I told you I didn't get it, but
Oh wait,
We're not dead
Hold
yet
on.
because we got to
We're
still
not-
tell everybody there is an NFT launch being. We have a Beluga NFT collection. We didn't even talk about that.
okay.
The
You wanna
Beluga
dive into it?
The Beluga NFT collection is going to be released on the 19th. There's 589 of them. Uga is going to be hand drawing these. They're going to be a mixture of the Beluga, the Bluminati Knight, what you see in that video that Uga rides with the horse, with the Ugas wearing the knights. There's going to be a mixture of those, and then the low key whales to introduce Blue, the low key whale. So we're going to be releasing that on the 19th after. Okay, so Sunday is Bagman show with Uga, and then Sunday night,
10:05
thank you.
a.m. PST. Extra bullish hour. XRP
What is that in
Bags
Eastern
channel.
time? 10 to 11, 12, 20. That's
3
110.
hours.
That's 110 for all you Ugas, because most of us are on the East Coast.
Yeah, it'd be 105 EST, but 10:05 PST.
Yes.
Go
So
ahead.
that will be Bagman doing the extra bullish hour. And then all of you guys are welcome. That's how you can get on Jagman to coffee time after that. And then Sunday nights is Town Hall. We will be reminding everybody about the NFT launch. We'll probably give a little sneak preview next week of what the NFTs are going to be looking like. And then Monday, the 19th, we will be launching the 589 Belugas. What you get with that is you get an airdrop of Bluminati token every day, because we do all this ship with our tools in-house. So every day, as long as you have the Bluminati trust line set and the Uga trust line set, you will get a daily drop. No, nothing you got to do. Set the trust line, hold the NFT. Then there's a lot more that comes with it that will be coming out in the white paper by Sunday. And depending on the price of XRP, the NFTs are going to be around 20 to 25 XRP, and that will be determined. There's no whitelist for anybody, because we could have gone 37, we could have gone 19. We just decided just to make it easy right across the board. We'll release the price of the NFTs as we get closer for and it's going to facilitate help paying for in real life events, to be able to host more things, to send us to the Sigma party, to send, to get our name in real life events. And
Yeah,
go ahead.
With the Vegas thing going on, I mean that's the exception throughout the year, because that's a big event in itself. But IRL meetups, when those aren't going on, you know what I'm saying? Not just like
Right.
because
Not
Sigma
just
thing's a big deal. But we could keep some meetups. I mean, fuck, we could just go around the cities,
Right.
Well,
I'm in the city
I
near
think-
you.
Check this out. I think what'll be cool is that the meetups reflect our success. So the meetups over time will get better and better. Then the people who are part of the jungle or part of the castle get to enjoy better and better meetups, and the people who come and join us, they'll get better and better, little goodie bags. But I think
that's why there's not a lot of photography and stuff at those events. Those are kind of
no,
things
these are private. Yeah, these will be private events. Once in a while, we might make a video here and there, but most of the events will be private for sure. And we'll
And
just
like Bagman
islands or
says,
whatever.
Bagman was really good about it. That's why I'm in a lot of the videos, because he says, he walks up to people and he says, do you want to be recorded? And there's no pictures at VIPs unless you specifically ask. This is a way to get to know each other. You guys see us online all the time. This is, put your fucking phones away, put your goddamn cameras away, and hug each other. And we did a lot of hugging. So I know we've gone a little over, so I want to real quick, if you don't mind, Miyamoto, love you, King. You got anything you want to add to this? Welcome to the
Just a little you were perfect. That it has the daily airdrops and the backing of the Beluga deck, so there's actual tool behind it, right? Like the better the tool, then the better the valuation of the NFT itself. And like Nerdy said, the more meetups and the better they get, then the more valuable the NFT gets. So over time, the secondary market keeps getting bigger and bigger. Imagine if there's a Bagman, it's singing to 1 million people, and then you're part of the 589 VIP. Like, keeps getting better with time.
Yeah, so you might even want to grab one of those and hold on to it for the secondary market, because you might not be able to get up to the next event, but if you buy one for whatever we decide to drop the price on mint price, you might be able to flip that for twice.
Yeah, that's actually really important that you highlighted that, Steph. So
but
the
Loto highlighted that, I didn't.
Oh yeah, so coin, that was beautiful, brother. So basically, if you whether it's any of our projects, you have to be holding the project. That's your membership.
Yes.
That's the membership to all of this. So Bluminati and Uga is and Rich Ducks are your main memberships. And
let me give a quick shout out to the Rich Duck holders. Bagman and I have been talking about doing moon parties in Bagman's Discord. So if you're holding a Rich Duck or a Lady E Duck, I want you guys, Lady E's ducks are undervalued and not minted out. Get your asses out there and mint the Lady E Ducks. And then you can have access to the Bagman's Discord, where he's going to start doing live moon parties. We haven't discussed the time or whatever, but you can chilling with the Bagman. You guys, by holding a Rich Duck, can do that in his Discord. And if you're not already utilizing Bagman's Discord, he's in there every day. He hangs out.
I got some ducks to talk about. We got a 20 duck right here. XRP Plumbing, $20 cash app. Appreciate you, Mr. Zam. $10 cash app, bro. I got you, man. Appreciate you. Quack.
Everybody, thank you for the donations. We love you. We appreciate you. You help us run the show. But just remember, become the signal. Become the signal. Feel the vibe.
Straight up.
And become the signal.
Bagman,
you want to run this video?
I want to see if Bagman had it.
Take us out, Bagman. Take us out, bro. Come on.
Bagman.
Hey, I'm actually dropping an NFT tomorrow. What's Spiffy? A music NFT.
Fuck yeah.
Check that out tomorrow morning, afternoon. But yeah, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys jumping on for another one. Shout out to the Belugas, Bluminatis, Ugas, Rich Ducks, Lady Ducks. Catch you on the next one. Glitches. We got Boardroom tomorrow, 5:55 PST. Shout out to Coin, Miyamoto, everybody else on the panel. Nerdy, Buster, Lower, Island Ghost, Ooga Booga,
King Uga,
Lady E here bouncing.
Lady here bouncing.
Hey, Zerk might be out of a job, man. Can he come on here spitting fire like that? Zerk gonna have to reapply.
I want to add something real quick. Spiffy is also a council member.
Hell yeah.
This mustache is ridiculous.
Bluminati Knights. We're rolling out.
All right, guys.
Everybody, love y'all.
Aggie video. Let's run it.
Hello, Dr. Unfotable.
Buddy, where the heck have you been? The whole crew is ready for action. We just need your call.
1 second. Commander Bags is calling the other line.
The 589 fusion
we
of
need to talk
Uga
program. See you in
Booga
Austin. Bring the crew.
Dr. Unfod, we have green light.
Sounds good, Uga. We'll meet you at the moon base. Hey, Uga, before you go, should we call the posse?
Call them.
Get Luddite and the posse.
The posse.
Extractors have been located. Jungle intel confirms full exposure. High-value targets are identified. Objective is clear. Deliver the liquidity drive containing all access codes to Moon Commander Base on the secret island. Uga and the Bluminati are finalizing a covert platform to strike without attribution. Mission begins with Beluga.
We deploy via jungle plane, halo insertion, no signals, no traces. Stay sharp, no recognition, no failure.
On the avenue, beach house and cabin too. Normally I don't flex, but I had to go all out. You said it couldn't happen. They like holy cow. I missed the showdown. Ain't no getting in now. Shooting past the moon cloud. Welcome all the kings and the queens to the new town. And we all loud. Party last all year round. XRP hold us down. And we got the new crown. So you bow down. We hold the gold. And when we blow, ain't no told you so's. I'm a big ghost.